On June 8, 2002, the Brewers and the Pirates were tied at 8 in the top of the 11th inning. After a Jeff Jenkins single, Richie Sexson was up and Milwaukee was brewing trouble. A strike-him-out, throw-him-out double play ended the Brewers' threat, and they went on to lose that game in the bottom of the 11th. Here's your chance to turn this game around and put a win on the board for Sexson and the Brewers. Mike Piazza was having a tough day on August 10, 2002. He'd struck out twice and fouled out to the catcher, leaving him 0 for 3. His Mets were deadlocked in a 4-4 tie with the St. Louis Cardinals, though, and in the top of the 6th, Piazza came to plate with a chance to redeem himself. With one out and Robbie Alomar on first, Piazza would foul out to first, and the Mets would eventually lose 5-4. Help Mike shake the collar and pull out a Mets victory.
The Phillies and Giants were locked in a seesaw battle on July 31, 2002. After 4 lead changes and 2 ties, the Giants were down 8-6 heading into the 9th inning. Jose Mace had a quick out, but then gave up an infield hit to Kenny Lofton and a double to Tom Goodwin. Jeff Kent would strike out, and the Phils would intentionally walk Barry Bonds to load the bases for Rich Aurelia. Now that day, Aurelia would fly out to shallow left, but today, it's Rich to the rescue. See if you can pull out a Giant victory in this one.
Interleague play came to Toronto on June 7, 2002, as the Rockies visited the Sky Dome. The Blue Jays' Roy Halladay would go on to spin a gem that day, shutting out the Rockies on a pristine 2-hitter. Today's game will be different. You don't have to win this one, but there needs to be at least one blemish on Halladay's record. Score a run with Colorado and break up the shutout. Mariano Rivera is arguably the most dominating closer in the game today. That's why it was such a shock to him and to the Yankees when on July 14, 2002, the Indians scored 6 times in the 9th off the Yankee closer. Bill Selby hit a grand slam to cap the 6-run frame and send the Jacobs Field crowd home happy. Today, though, it's going to be status quo. Take Rivera and shut down the Indians in the 9th to preserve the Bronx Bombers' victory. Derek Lowe's no-hitter against the Tampa Bay Devil Rays on April 27th was one of the highlights of the 2002 season. He allowed just a walk while striking out 6 Devil Rays, completely dominating their lineup. Your mission today is to take the bottom portion of the D-Rays lineup and scratch out a hit against Lowe in the 9th.
It's been a disappointing couple of seasons for Ken Griffey Jr. in Cincinnati. After tearing his hamstring and watching the 2001 Mariners put up one of the greatest single regular seasons in history, Griffey's chance for revenge came on June 18, 2002. Interleague play brought the Mariners to Synergy Field, and Seattle would go on to win that game handily 8-1. The game was under control until the 6th, and that's where you come in. Take the Reds in the bottom of the 5th and win the game. While you're at it, hit a home run with Griffey and exact some measure of revenge for the kid.
In 2002, Vicente Padilla made the most of his first season as a starter, including an All-Star appearance. In the bottom of the 11th at the 2002 All-Star Game, he had a chance to give himself the win and prevent the All-Star Game tie. With Mike Lowell on second, take Padilla and show the American Leaguers that pitchers do know how to hit. Win the All-Star Game for the National League. The interleague deal that brought Bartolo Colon to the Expos happened at an opportune time for Montreal. His first start was July 2nd against the eventual division-winning Braves. On that day, Bartolo would show that no one in either league can hit him very well, and the Expos would go on to beat the Braves 5-2 after exploding for 5 runs in the 6th. Your job here is to prevent that 5-run outburst and deny the Expos and Bartolo his first ever National League win. The 2002 All-Star Game will long be remembered as a day when everybody got to play, but nobody was allowed to win. Tied at 7 after 11 innings, the game was officially called a tie. Here in Allstar Baseball 2004, nobody ties. Win the game with the American League starting at the top of the 12th inning.
Mike Cameron's career day came on May 2, 2002, when he hit 4 homers against the Chicago White Sox in a 15-4 Mariner victory. He and Brett Boone would hit back-to-back homers twice in that first inning to ignite the rout. Cameron had a chance to do something that no one had ever done, hit 5 homers in one game. Now you've got 4 innings to do it here. Hit Cameron's 5th home run without going to extra innings.
On July 23, 2002, the Oakland A's and the eventual World Series winning Anaheim Angels locked up in a classic pitchers duel. American League Cy Young Award winner Barry Zito and Kevin Appier dueled to a 2-1 Oakland advantage before 4 relievers, ending with Billy Koch, closed the door for an A's win. The Angels had a chance in the ninth, though, with Adam Kennedy at second and Tim Salmon up with 2 outs. Your job here is to turn this game around and pin Koch with the loss. Win the game with the Angels without going to extra innings. So many games turn within the course of one at-bat. The Twins and Royals played such a game on August 5th, 2002. After the Royals put up a 5-spot in the 6th inning to go ahead 9-1, the Twins quickly answered with a run in the 6th and 2 more in the 7th. Down 9-4, Torrey Hunter drew a walk with Christian Guzman at first. With runners on first and second and 2 outs, David Ortiz came to the plate with a chance to draw the Twins within 2. Instead, he grounded into a double play to end the Minnesota threat. The Twins went on to lose that game 12-4, turn the tables in that one at-bat, and win the game with the Twins.
During a 3-day stretch of the 2002 season, Bernie Williams racked up an amazing 11 hits in 11 consecutive at-bats. His streak fell 1 short of the record when he grounded to third against the Mariners' Ryan Franklin on August 17th. Your job here is to get hits with Bernie Williams in this at-bat and his next to set the record for most consecutive hits. And while you're at it, protect the Yankees' 1-0 lead and get out of Seattle with the win.
On April 25th, Pedro Martinez was bidding to be the first pitcher to pitch a no-hitter in 2002. Little did he know, this would be his last chance, as teammate Derek Lowe would no-hit the Tampa Bay Devil Rays 2 days later. Unfortunately for Pedro, Gary Matthews Jr. would single in the 6th, bringing the no-hit bid to an end. Help Pedro finish the no-hitter, and the Red Sox collect the victory. On August 9th, Kenny Rogers was cruising along in Cleveland with a perfect game through 7 innings. 21 hitters had come to the plate, and 21 had recorded an out. Trying to protect a 2-0 lead, the game quickly careened out of control. Jim Thome led off the 8th with a walk, and Milton Bradley drilled a double to right. After striking out Travis Fryman, Ricky Gutierrez hit a 2-run double to deep left, and just like that, it was a new ball game. Rogers would get the win after a Rafael Palmeiro homer in the 9th, but would lose his shot at history, keep the game out of the hands of the Texas bullpen, and finish the perfect game with Kenny Rogers.
One of the better nights of Ryan Klesko's career came on August 27, 2002 against the Houston Astros at Minute Maid Field. Klesko hit a 2-run double in the first to help move San Diego into a 4-4 tie. The Padres would then explode for 7 runs in the top of the 7th, capped by a Klesko grand slam on their way to an 11-6 win. Help Ryan make this a career night and record double-digit RBIs. You'll win this scenario by helping Klesko hang 10 on the Astros.
Playing deep into the Atlanta night on May 7, 2002, the Braves and Dodgers were deadlocked in a 5-5 game at the end of 15 innings. With both bullpens running thin, the Dodgers were able to scratch across a run in the top of the 16th to take a 6-5 lead. Closer Eric Gagne had his first blown save of the year, and the Dodgers called on 45-year-old journeyman Jesse Orosco, who would earn his first and only save of the season. Help the Braves come back against the veteran. Unfortunately, you'll have to do it with the bottom of the lineup.
One of the truly amazing feats of 2002 was Luis Castillo's 35-game hitting streak, the longest ever by a second baseman. In the game that could have been 36, Castillo was in the on-deck circle when pinch hitter Tim Raines Sr. hit a sacrifice fly to win the game for the Marlins. While we don't want to take anything away from a Marlins win, Castillo deserved a chance to extend his streak. Win this game with the Marlins and extend Castillo's hitting streak to 36 games.
In a continuation of one of the most bitter rivalries in baseball, the Dodgers and Giants hooked up in an early season tussle at Dodger Stadium. The Giants quickly put this one out of reach with 12 early runs, including 2 mammoth home runs by National League MVP Barry Bonds. There wasn't any more scoring the rest of the way, and the Giants cruised to a 12-0 win behind 7 scoreless innings from Russ Ortiz. Your job here is to turn the momentum around and come back from 12 runs down for the Dodgers win. Good luck.
There are a lot worse things than being down 7-0. You could be facing National League Cy Young Award winner Randy Johnson down 7-0 with 1 out in the 9th. That's the situation the Cubs found themselves in on August 25th, 2002. There are a couple bright points, though. Alex Gonzalez is on third, and sluggers Sammy Sosa, Fred McGriff, and Todd Hundley are on the bench at your disposal. You need to pull off this miracle comeback with the Cubbies.